Hello, welcome to my Machinedramon deck profile for the BT17.5 format. I have built this deck with one man in mind, and that is Trailmon. He will give our Machinedramons and Chaosdramons collision, which I really wanted to try out. I thought it was very cute. So in order to facilitate that, we are running the Koromon from Starter Deck 15. Its inheritable reads, all turns once per turn. When an attack target is switched, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP till the end of the turn. So that counts with collision, that counts with blocking, that counts with redirecting with the Analogman. So we need to get as big as we possibly can in order to get over some of the really big threats. And then for our rookies, we are running 4 Hagurumon from BT15. Cost 3 to play. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 card with the machine or cyborg trait, and 1 black tamer card among them to the hand, return the rest to the bottom of the deck, so he can grab you everything but your option cards. We're only running cyborgs and machines for Digimon in this deck. And he gives you the reboot inheritable. This is the main Digimon you want to be evolving in the back on your Koromons. Try to get your Trailmon stack going. And the other rookie we are running is the Hagurumon from EX1. It is 3 to play also, and on play you may trash 1 Digimon card with a machine or cyborg in its traits to your hand to draw 2. He helps you set up your trash. He helps you draw 2 cards and cycle very quickly. As far as just hard slamming them, this is the better one. And then for our level 4s, we are running 1 Raremon. He's basically another Hagurumon EX1. He costs 4 to play though, and he's 3 to evolve on your level 3s, but you're not really usually doing that. You're usually just hard playing him. This card / Digimon is also treated as having the cyborg trait, and then on play when digivolving, by trashing 1 card in your hand, draw 2, so he can also trash your options or your tamers if you just have too many in your hand, you don't want to trash anything else. And then his inheritable is, when attacking, by trashing 1 card in your hand, delete 1 of your opponent's level 3 Digimon. I got this idea from Demon Lords. They were basically running like 4 Sistermons and 1 Raremon, and it looked like it worked really well for them, so I stole it. And then, again, our main man, we are running 4 Trailmon from BT17. Cost 5 to play, 2 to evolve. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 Tamer card or Digimon card with the machine to trade among them to the hand, trash the rest, so you can grab a Tamer, or you can grab any your other Trailmons, you can grab all of your level 3s. So, pretty good. Everything in the deck's pretty expensive to hard slam, so 5 isn't too bad. And then, of course, your turn, when the Digimon has a machine trait, it gains collision. So, pretty good. And then, as quickly as I can, I'm going to run through our level 5 cyborgs. We're running 16 of them. In the first category, we have random inheritables. So, our first one is the MetalGreymon from BT8. He's 8 to play, he'll be 4 to evolve on your black Digimon, and then when digivolving, do digivolve 1 of your opponent's Digimon, then delete 1 of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less. The inheritable is your turn. When this Digimon has Dragonkin or Machine in its traits, it can attack your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. This conflicts with collision a little bit, so I'm only running 1, but it's still really good to get into like your Machinedramon stack. You can just slide it in real quick, you don't have to worry about it building up very specifically to get something, and it works really well with some other level 5 cyborgs that we'll get into later. The next card we're running is Megadramon from BT15. Evolves for 3. He has a similar thing for the SOC, which doesn't matter here. Then on play, when digivolving, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Among them, place 1 machine, cyborg, or SOC trait card as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution card, then add 1 such card to the hand, trash the rest. Then when attacking isn't going to come up, because we are not running Marvin Jackson or any SOC tamers. And then when attacking once per turn, you digivolve 1 of your opponent's Digimon. This is one of the cards we like to hard slam just anyway because it has an on play. And then another card that has an on play is also in the 6 to drop club, which works really well with Supreme Connection, which lets us be able to play them for 3. He also has it on play. Reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 2 level 6 or higher cards among them to your hand. turn the rest to the bottom of the deck so you can get all your Chaosdramons and Machinedramons. Then end of your turn by deleting one of your Digimon. You may play one Digimon card with the Dark Master's trait from your hand to an empty space in your breeding area without paying the cost. This will never come up. We're not running the BT11 Machinedramon, so we're not going to have any shenanigans we can do with that. And he has the Reboot Inheritable just to make sure that we can get that in the stack if the Hagurumons don't come through for us. Alright, and our next category is we got to get big, and also the next two guys are also in this 6 to play club. We have the Gigadramon from BT6. It will be 3 to evolve. This Digimon's also treated as red. And then opponent's turn, this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP. Really good to get that on the opponent's turn. And then the other 6 to play is your turn, the Megadramon from BT6 also. And he also will be 3 to evolve. He is treated as black on your turn. And then this Digimon on your turn gets plus 2000. You can probably, if you want to, replace these pretty soon. We're getting a Rapidmon that is blue-red, and we're getting a Jet Sylphimon that is green-red, and they'll give you plus 2000 on all turns. There's some pros and cons to that, like these at least you can evolve with, and they are cheaper to on-play, but all turns is pretty good on the DP buffs, so, you know, pick your poison. And then we are also running, of course, the MetalGreymon from PT1, the oldest card in the deck. He is 8 to play. He won't be able to evolve with him in this deck because he only evolves on red. He has security tech plus 2. This Digimon checks 2 additional security cards, and then he has a when attacking lose 5 memory. This will probably never ever come up unless you get Digivolve down to it or something. And then on your turn, this Digimon gets plus 3000 DP. We need all the DP buffs we can get. The next category I would like to call, we would actually like to make some forward progress, please, and that is going to start us off with the MetalGreymon. 7 to play, 3 to evolve. When attacking, when this Digimon attacks a player, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4 KDP or less. Probably won't come up. And then he gives you piercing if you're a machine or dragonkin. And then we're also running the MetalTyrannomon BT11. He's 8 to play, he's 4 to evolve, and then when Digivolving on play, for each green or black tamer you have in play, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, then one of your opponent's suspended Digimon can't unsuspend during your opponent's next unsuspend phase, and then his inheritable is all turns once per turn. When this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. So great with collision. And then the next 2 cards are the exact same inheritable, and I'm running them at 2. Because I wanted 4 guys that could give me some forward momentum if I get collision in my stack. So this one, because he costs, I'm at 2 because he costs 7, and he's got a really good on play. So his on play will de-digivolve 1, and then the rest of it won't happen because you're not running green tamers. And then he has the same inheritable of all turns once per turn when this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle, trash the top card of their security stack. So we want to run more of these than this because this won't stack with another piercer, but these guys will stack with each other. If you get all of them in the stack somehow, then you're just doing a lot all at once. So that's those guys. The next category I would like to call more security attack, please. And the first one will be the MetalGreymon from the starter deck 15. He has blocker. He's 8 to play, 3 to evolve, 3 on a Greymon, that won't come up. And then he gives you security attack. Just gives you a security tag. Doesn't, nothing else. And then we have the Megadramon from EX1. He's 7 to play. He's 3 to evolve. He's got an on play. Delete up to 2 of your opponent's Digimon with 3 KD or less. This comes up a lot, actually. Very, very useful to hard slam this guy. And then he gives you security tech plus 1 if you have machine in your traits. So, not quite as good as this one, but hey, still pretty good. And then the next category I would like to call, I need blockers. I need more blockers. So MetalGreymon has blocker natively, and he's got a when Digivolving that isn't ever going to come up for you because you're not playing Raremon stuff. This is from the Alter B deck. And then he'll just give you a blocker, just straight up. And then the Andromon from EX1, who has 7 to play, 3 to evolve. When Digivolving, you reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 level 6 Digimon with machine and its traits among them to your hand, then trash the remaining cards. Then opponent's turn, While this Digimon has Machine in its traits, it gains Blocker. So that might come up against Garudamon because it's only on opponent's turn. It's a thing. But you have to be Machine, so, you know. We are playing one more card that has this when Digivolving. We are playing just enough guys that we can Digivolve off on that I think this is worth it to help you very quickly find machines and get stuff in your trash. The next category I would like to call Get This Man Off My Board. We have the Megadramon from BT9. Cost 8 to play, 4 to evolve. When Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers with play cost of 3 less. And the inheritable is when attacking. If the Digimon has Machine or Dragon Kinetic traits, delete one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers with a play cost of 3 or less. So if you got a pesky 3-cost Tamer or a little Digimon on the board you want to get rid of, this is your guy. The other one we're running is the MetalMamemon from EX1, who is 7 to play, 3 to evolve. When Digivolving, you may reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add one level 6 cyborg. One level 6 Digimon card with a Machine trait in its traits among them to your hand, trash the remaining cards. And then when attacking, if this Digimon has Machine in its traits, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 5 or less. So, this guy can get rid of a slightly bigger Digimon, but not touch any of the Tamers. And then we can finally move on to our level 6s. We're running the big man, the first man, Machinedramon from EX1. So he's 12 to play, he's 3 to evolve on black or red. On play, you may place up to 5 red or black cards with Cyborg and their traits, and they have to be level 5. This card has an errata. From your hand and or trash, in this Digimon's Digivolution cards to gain 1 memory for each card placed. And then all turns, this Digimon's DP can't be reduced, very important. And then all turns when this Digimon would be deleted, you may trash 2 level 5 cards in this Digimon's Digivolution cards to prevent this Digimon from being deleted. So you can still be flipped off the board, or decked, or put in security, but you have DP protection, and that's pretty good, and just, you know, battle protection. Kind of, sort of. So most of your deck is built around getting your trash set up for this guy to come out, and basically you'll play him for 7 with 5 cyborgs under him. And then our next card we're running is Chaosdramon from BT17. I kind of like to think of him as like a 5th Machinedramon EX1. He'll be 4 to evolve on everything, every level 5 you have, except for the Megadramon from BT15, but that's fine. You mostly are playing him for Digicrossing. While you have a black Tamer, cards from your trash may be placed for this card's Digicross. Play when Digivolving by placing 1 Cyborg or SOC trait card from your trash as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution card. You delete up to 7 play costs total worth of your opponent's Digimon, which is a little lackluster, but I kind of like to think of it as like being another copy of this, kind of, sort of. So not bad. All turns, when this Digimon would leave the battle area by opponent's effect by trashing 2 Cyborg Machine or SOC trait cards in its Digivolution cards, prevent it from leaving. So that's any card. That can be your level, like, except for your egg. It can be your Hagurumons, it could be your Raremon, it doesn't, your Trailmons, it doesn't have to be a level 5 Cyborg. You could trash the Machinedramon under it if you want, if you get it under there with the Digicross. So this guy has a Digicross with Machinedramon and any level 5 Cyborg. This guy is also really good if you want to, like, let's say it's the end of the game and you have Attack of the Heavy Mobile, but you don't have enough memory. You don't have a tie out, or you didn't get enough memory for Analogman, or Supreme Connection's not down. Like, you wouldn't be able to play this because you have to at least have enough memory to play it and then get the reduction. This guy, you'll always be able to play it as long as you have a Machinedramon or a level 5 Cyborg to tuck. And that on top of the fact of getting it in a stack basically makes it a super stack. Like, you can't, like, get Chaos degraded. You can't have that pesky Angemon from BT14, like, ruining your whole day if you get this guy in your stack. So it's still good to at least run 1 of these guys. I think 2 is too many, but, like, definitely 1. You at least want 1 of these guys around. They're useful. All right, the next card we're running is Chaosdramon from EX3, and my favorite card in the whole deck, honestly. I love this art, too. He's 12 to play, 4 to evolve on black or red, and then he can evolve for 1 on your Machinedramon, which is primarily how you want to do it. You want to drop your Machinedramon and then evolve on him and then do what he do. On play, when Digivolving, you may place up to 3 red or black level 5 cards with Cyborg and their traits, and different card numbers from your hand or trash under this Digimon as its bottom Digivolution cards. Digivolve 1 of your opponent's Digimon for each card placed with this effect. Then all turns, when this Digimon would be deleted, returned to your hand or deck, you may trash 2 level 5 cards in this Digimon's Digivolution cards to prevent it from leaving play. So, he's very disruptive. And he's the guy. He doesn't have any cost reduction to hard play. You really do want to be Digivolving him on top of something else, either like one of your level 5s if you have to, or your Machinedramon. But yeah, he's my favorite boy. And then, last but not least of our Digimans, we are playing Chaosdramon X Antibody at 2. He's 13 to play, which you won't be doing. He's 5 to evolve on black or red. He is 2 on your Machinedramon or Chaosdramon. And then, start of your main phase, place 1 Digimon card with the Cyborg or Machine trait from your trash as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution card of this Digimon. That's mandatory. If you have something in the trash that can be tucked, you gotta tuck it. On all turns, this Digimon gains all the effects of Machinedramon and Chaosdramon and this Digimon's Digivolution card, so you can get the protection. You can get the BT17's Chaosdramon's like effect again. You can get the Chaosdramon EX3's effect again to Digivolve again and get as many dudes under you as possible. Just become a very big, protected boy. And then on top of that, all turns, once per turn, when this Digimon would be deleted, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. So, no big deal. If they try to delete you, as long as, like, you're protected from whatever it is, you can just pop a security card, strip 2 sources, and you're fine. So, really good card. Good at extending, just getting more dudes under your dudes when you need to. Alright, let's move on to our tamers. We are running the man, the myth, the legend, the Analogman. He's at 4 because we want to see him early, and perhaps not often. Like, you really, after you see 2, you're probably fine, unless they delete tamers in that deck or something. But he costs 4 to play, and then start of your main phase by trashing 1 level 5 card with Cyborg and its traits in your hand, gain 1 memory and draw 1. Then opponent's turn, when an opponent's Digimon attacks a player by suspending this tamer, switch the target of attack to 1 of your opponent's level 6 Digimon with Machine and its traits. So, you basically can redirect anything that you want into your big stack. Keep them from being able to poke you. The more you have down, the better in that particular instance. And then our next tamer we're playing is Tai Kamiya from BT15. It is 4 to play, and start of your turn, if you have 2 or fewer memory, set it to 3, and then all turns when an attack target is switched by suspending this taper, draw 1, and 1 of your Digimon gets plus 2,000 until the end of the turn. So he's a memory setter, which we really love to have, and then when an attack target is switched, again, this will count for collision, this will count for blocking, this will count for redirecting. He just works for you all the way around. Alright, now to our option cards. We're running 2 Supreme Connections. Cost 3 to play. Main, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Among them, add 1 card with Machine or Cyborg trait to the hand and trash 1 such card. Return the rest to the top of the deck, then place this card in the battle area. Main delay, you may play 1 level 5 or higher Digimon card with a Machine or Cyborg trait from your hand without playing the cost. Reduced by... from your hand with the play cost reduced by 3. It's not free. So like this won't work on the Trailmon or the Raremon or anything like that. It only works on your little 5s and up. And then its security is the same as its main. They just rewrote it again. I like this over the memory boosts because I dig 1 deeper, and I get to put something in my trash, and I get to add something to my hand, and I get to stack the top of my deck, and I don't bottom deck my red level 5s, and I don't bottom deck my tamers. It can be a little annoying if you, for some reason, got and your options, obviously. It can be a little annoying if you got a bunch of stuff you don't want, but that's just how this goes. It's just really good at accelerating your game plan. And then what's really good at accelerating your game plan, last option card, Attack of the Heavy Mobile Digimon. Alright, it costs 0. Main, you may trash one card with Cyborg or Machine and its traits in your hand to have all of your level 6 Digimon with a Machine and their traits gain Rush. And then, on play, if this Digimon has a Digivolution card, Blitz, for the turn. And this is one of those cards where, like, Blitz works weird, but basically, if you play out your Chaosdramon for Digicross or something, or you play out your Machinedramon and tuck a bunch of guys, then you just get to, you have a card under you, you just get to swing out of nowhere. So, I mean, that's why we run it. We want, like, we could do it at the beginning of the game because we just want to go. Maybe we've got a bunch of security checks we can do all of a sudden. And then maybe we have a reboot in our stack and we can just stand right back up and maybe you have an analog man or a blocker or whatever, and we can just be a big, hard to get rid of boy. We can do it at the end of the game when we just want to finish things off. It's very, very good, and its security tech's pretty good too. You may trash one Digimon card with Cyborg and Machine and its traits in your hand to delete one of your opponent's Digimon whose play cost is less than or equal to the trash card's play cost. I believe Chaosdramon X Antibody is the biggest thing we're running in the deck. It's 13 play cost, so you can delete up to 13, which isn't going to get rid of a lot of the really big stuff, but it will get rid of a lot of things and it can save you. So I would not run it at less, and I wouldn't run it at more. If you run it at less, you'll never see it when you need it. And you run it at more, it will always be in your hand, and you will never need it. Alright, so that is my deck profile. Real quick, I'll just go over some weaknesses of the deck. This is kind of a blue-heavy format we're in now. There's Ancient Garurumons, and the Blue Magnamon, and the bane of my existence, Imperialdramon. And the problem with all those decks is they can run this. And this deck ruins your whole day. It just gets rid of all of your trash. They could just hard slam this. Any deck, honestly, could just run this and hard slam this, and it gets rid of everything in your trash. So that means you can't really play your Machinedramons over and over again. I kind of wish this card hadn't been printed. I think it hurts purple and black too much, and I hope someday it is banned, honestly. I wish that it was not an ace card. If it wasn't an ace card and it was more like Omnimon Merciful Mode, I wouldn't mind because you have to work up to it. But because it is basically a 9-cost screw you purple and black that uses the trash card, I don't see this card being healthy in the long term. Diatribe aside, this is still a very fun deck. This is still a good deck. It's going to have some problems in the meta just because of that. But that's all I really have for you today, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.